Alright, what's good, YouTube? We back at it again. I want to welcome once again my guest, Mr. Hazel, all the way from Baltimore. He's coming in to give his assessment once again. And this video is going to be on the prediction video between CANELO and Mr. Miguel Cotto. Alright? Now, I wanted to bring my man Tim. Where you at, Tim?
Where you at?
We wanted to get my man Tim on here to give his Puerto Rican assessment. Heavily Cotto fan. It would have been excellent to get his assessment on here, but unfortunately we were unable to get at him in time. So we're gonna go ahead and do it without him. Before I start though, I want to give a message. There was a troll on Google Plus that was trying to fuck with the guy. Unfortunately, this motherfucker has been uninformed, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my reputation speaks for itself, you know what I'm saying? Look at me, motherfucker. All that bullshit that you were saying, you know goddamn well you wouldn't say that to a nigga that look like me, B. Go ahead and do your keyboard warrior shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, B. It's just because I talk this boxing shit and I do videos don't mean I won't bust an ass, nigga. Real talk. Let's get back to the video.
In the words of Sam Watson, strong black man.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the video, man. Put this motherfucker to sleep, dude. Alright. Mr. Hazel.
Yes,
who you got? CANELO or Cotto? And what do you think each fighter needs to do to get the win?
It's a hard one. It's a hard one. I'm still on the fence. All the bosses still go to Cotto, but I'm rocking with the bigger, stronger man than CANELO, man. Canelo's gonna be a legit middleweight in this fight.
Damn!
And I don't think Cotto can stop his pressure.
Okay.
CANELO pressure. He's gonna force the fight. He's gonna start from the whole fight.
Really? So you think
Yes, sir.
so you got CANELO putting Cotto on his back foot?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, that is an interesting assessment because a lot of people believe that CANELO will play the boxer and Cotto will be the aggressor. So you think it's gonna go the other way around. So you think that Cotto?
I think he's gonna try to break him down. I ain't gonna say he's gonna finish him, but I think because he's a smaller man, he's gonna force his will upon him.
You're right about that. Did you see the picture that was out there between? I think it was CANELO was on the right side or the left, the right side of Cotto, and he had his arm around him, and they had their hands like this.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Okay, I was just talking about it in the other video. CANELO looked 2 times bigger than Miguel Cotto. Now this was like a month ago, but the fact that he looked so fucking big, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I felt like Miguel Cotto is in the wrong division, but he's actually in the right division. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
I seen a picture of him and Glenn Tapia like a month ago, and Tapia towered him. I'm like, man, how's his fight? This fight class.
Yeah, I saw that picture. I know exactly what you're talking about. Wasn't Glenn Tapia was his sparring partner, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because I heard Glenn Tapia blackened his eye in sparring.
Touched him up.
I mean, but hey, man, Tapia looked like he was like $180 in that video, though, man.
Yeah.
He looked like Hercules, man.
Yeah, he could have been.
No, I mean, Cotto looked like he's still for that 147 right now.
All right, and that's really his home division. You know what I'm saying? He actually started at 140. You know what I'm saying? And then came all the way up to 160. Well, he's at 160, but not really. You know
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, Mr. Says, who you got, and what does each fighter need to do to get this win?
Man, well, for starters, I definitely got CANELO. He's the and it's for everything that Hazel just said. He's the bigger, stronger, faster fighter. I think he's got the edge in speed. A lot of guys were on the fence about that, but CANELO doesn't have single shot speed. CANELO has combination speed. He can rip off a good amount of punches in, a relatively short amount of time. He's a solid puncher. And I believe he's a stronger fighter too. Like Hazel said, he's gonna come in this fight a legit middleweight. And the best game plan would be for him to break Cotto down. Come forward. You know, don't let Cotto dance around you and you know, use that bounce. Cotto has a very good bounce. You know, I like how he bounces. You know, he's in and out, and then he rings off a combination or he jumps in with a body shot. You know, I like that, but at the same time, the last 3 guys he fought, they let Cotto stand in front of him and just bounce and get their timing. Canelo does not need to do that. All he has to do is just impose that size, impose your will, and shit, come behind a good strong jab. You know, so I'm definitely taking Canelo, man. And that's taking nothing away from Cotto. Of course, Cotto is the more experienced fighter, but he's also the older fighter. He's 35 years old. You know, probably going on 36 or, you know, somewhere around there. So
let me ask you this.
My
bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Go ahead.
Do you think Miguel Cotto is aging badly in the sport of boxing? Like, what we would say is Floyd Mayweather is aging well, right? Or aged well when he fought. Is Cotto the opposite of that?
I think so, because he looked bad yesterday. And then he had an interview with somebody. Cotto looked like he damn near 40, man. Have y'all seen him? Maybe because he shaved all his facial hair, but he really looks old.
Yeah.
It looks like Cotto is a drinker. You know how when you drink, you get that saggy face. Honest to God. I was like, man, Cotto look old, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. He's definitely not a spring chicken anymore. But he doesn't look like, to me, he doesn't look like a bad 35-year-old. You know, he's a bit heavier on his feet. That's what I have noticed. When he does bounce, he's a little bit heavier. You know, he doesn't have that spring that he once had when he was in the Margarito 1 fight, in the Zab Judah fight. You know, and that comes with age, of course. But he's not a bad, broken down 35-year-old fighter. You know, we can go back and find other guys where when they were 35, they looked horrible. You know.
But we really don't know due to the lack of competition he had in his last 2
Oh no, you know what?
We don't know how Cotto really looked.
That's a great
That's
point.
why I say he looked, facial wise, he looked old. I don't know what his physique looked like, but facial wise, he really do look old.
Well, physique wise, he looked fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Physique wise, he looked fine. I mean, and I watched a couple of his the footage that they had of him training. I mean, he looks like the regular Miguel Cotto. I don't see a difference, but that's in training. The fight is different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And you know what you said earlier, Hazel, about his lack of competition in the middleweight division. That's actually where, you know, I'm getting that he just looks heavier on his feet. You know, even against those guys who weren't good competition. You know, I know, you know, it's a bit more weight, I guess. You know, I mean, it's not that much of a difference, but he looks a little heavier on his feet. He looks a little bit slower. You know, so he's not a bad looking 35-year-old, but, you know, like I said, he's no spring chicken. Canelo is. He's at the peak of his career. He's a young guy, and I could definitely see Canelo using his size and imposing his will on Cotto throughout this fight. You know, I definitely give Cotto, you know, a few rounds, because experience in some parts of the ring, his experience is going to play a factor. But at the end of the day, I definitely think Canelo can get this done. You know, they just have to center this fight around the best game plan possible. Don't come in there and try to be something that you're not. You know, Cotto has a lot of experience, so he's gonna have to throw different angles at Cotto. You know, he's gonna have to keep Cotto thinking, keep that old mind and those old wheels turning. You know, go ahead, Hazel. My bad.
Don't get me wrong. This is where Freddie Roach comes into play.
Right.
He's a genius at setting a good game plan.
Right.
Now, if Cotto executed, he may pull his off. But I noticed in the last couple of fights too, Freddie don't really give good advice in the corner like he used to.
Exactly.
I'm just saying this based off the Ruslan fight, but was he in there with Algeria or that was Mark? I think it was.
You talking about Ruslan and Algeria?
Yeah, was he in the corner with?
I can't remember.
I remember one of those fights. he wasn't telling Ruslan really what to do. It was an Algeria fight, I think.
Okay.
In the Bradley fight as well. In the Bradley
yeah,
fight.
the Bradley fight for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
But see, I don't really like the Ruslan example simply because Ruslan Provodnikov is a fighter that will not give you a plan B. Plan A
he's
is
limited as hell.
Yeah, plan B is A, come forward, run into however many punches you need to run into to get your power shot off. So whatever Freddie Roach tells him, and furthermore, another thing, we got to remember, Freddie Roach is an offensive trainer. He doesn't train defense very well. His thing is offense. So actually, to be honest with you, Freddie Roach can only advise a guy like Ruslan Provodnikov how to be more offensive. You feel what I'm saying? He can't tell that man, hey, you need to change your game plan up because you're getting hit too fucking much. He could tell him, but how much effectiveness will that have?
Yeah.
Knowing that he's not really a defensive coach. Go ahead, Sess.
Yeah, let me say this. I don't think Freddie Roach has done much for Miguel Cotto. You know,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly believe Cotto is the same fighter. Now, I will say this: if anything, they produced a better game plan for Cotto. If you go back and you watch the Margarito Cotto 2, Cotto was fighting the same way. He still had the same bounce. He was still letting off good combinations. The only thing with that fight is Cotto started those combinations very early.
Right.
And the thing with Cotto is he does tend to get winded. Not in terms of just, really, really fatigued, but his output slows down. And that's where I think Freddie Roach has came into play. Freddie Roach actually has him fighting in spurts. And I always say this for every fighter. It's very, 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 very important that some guys that can change up, it's very important for them to fight in spurts. That's what Cotto is doing right now. If you go back and you watch the Martinez, the Rodriguez, and the Gill fight, Cotto started out the first couple rounds boxing, and then in the fourth, fifth, if it went past a certain number, then he started being more aggressive, and he started trying to make those guys make a mistake. Now, what that does is he's giving them one look behind, and mind you, he's still behind his body shots. That left hook to the body, he's still behind that. Now, when he gets them past the third or past the fourth, that's when it's that controlled aggression. He's coming at them, and he's trying to make those guys make a mistake. And then, he uses that beautiful, just ducking left hook that he comes up with, and it almost always works. So that's what Freddie Roach
with it too.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I meant earlier. He in those first couple of rounds, he's coming at you with that left hook, but it's primarily to the body. After that third roundish, that's when he's going down and he's coming up with it up top. And we seen the results against Rodriguez and Gill. It flattened. It put down both dudes. So I'm not really gonna give Freddie Roach just a lot of credit for the work that's been done with Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto was always a great fighter. Like I said, I don't think he's necessarily changed anything about Cotto. He's probably got him throwing his left foot just a tad bit more, but that's really it. Cotto was always a great fighter. He was always a great combination puncher. He was always a strong puncher. I mean, there's really nothing that's just glaring. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now I will say this, and this is where we get into the part of the video where I need my 10 minutes of fame.
Go ahead, B.
He ain't cooked.
I will say this, fellas. This fight, and I need all the viewers out there to think about this. This fight can come down to not a one-punch knockout, but it can come down to a punch that Cotto does not block very well. And that is the left hand or the right hand uppercut.
Yes, sir. I knew it was coming, B.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Let me take you guys
Y'all
back.
giving me work. Y'all giving me knowledge on this one right now.
Oh yeah. Check this out, fellas. Check this out. Okay. Now, what does Canelo Alvarez do very well? He has very good uppercuts. Very, 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 very good, accurate uppercuts. Let's go back in time on Cotto's behalf. What did Margarito chase him down across the ring and do to him? He chased him down, got him in the corner, and threw about 4 or 5 solid left hand uppercuts where he was just digging. You know, every time he trapped Cotto, he would throw that fucking uppercut, and Cotto would not block it. He would literally duck right into it.
Yep.
Okay, now let's go to the Zab Judah fight. What punch did Zab Judah get off against Cotto every time he hurt him? He hurt him with the left hand uppercut.
Hey,
let's go.
Real quick before you go into your next point.
Tell
the people why Cotto got caught by that left hand uppercut.
Oh, because he takes a very big step forward when he jabs.
Yes, sir.
And that's the one he has yet to improve on that. And that's the reason why I said earlier that Freddie Roach really hasn't just done so much. He's done a little bit, I'll give him credit, but he hasn't done so much because that's something that I would definitely change about my fighter.
Yep.
You know, you can't take a fucking big step when you're jabbing. You just can't. You're overextending yourself and your chin is going over your front foot. You can't do that. You know, and so, or it's lining up with your front foot. You can't do that. Now, what did Floyd Mayweather hurt Miguel Cotto with in the 12th round? He hurt him with he threw the overhand right as a decoy punch, and then he came with the left hand uppercut, and he hurt Cotto. Okay, now let's go on Canelo's behalf. Canelo stopped Angulo with what? That fake. He threw the right out there and then shot the uppercut, and the referee jumped in and stopped it. One of the best punches that he hit Lara with was the same punch. Faked the right, threw the uppercut, and I believe it cut Lara. Okay, and it was a real solid punch. What did he drop James Kirtland with? The right hand uppercut. And let me say this, he did it while stepping back.
Yes, sir.
That was the key.
Oh, that's his money punch.
Oh,
that
yeah,
step back uppercut. Yes, sir.
Step back right hand uppercut.
Yeah.
So what I do when a fighter takes a big step forward with his jab, I'm gonna step back, boom, I'm gonna catch him right in the chin with that uppercut. So this fight can definitely come down to that type of a punch, especially if Canelo does fight in spurts. He walks him down, and then he, imposes his size, and then he lets Cotto box a little bit, in the later rounds or whatever, or maybe even in the earlier rounds. But get Cotto comfortable doing something, and then once he takes that big step forward and he lines that chin up with his front foot, wow. You come with that uppercut, and Canelo has very, 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 very good uppercut. So that's the punch that I'm looking for in this fight. If they have the right game plan, Canelo should be able to get off with it all night. Cotto doesn't see it very well. He has that high guard, and a lot of times with the high guard, guys will come around it. That's what Floyd was doing. He was coming around it, and it was working. So what did he make Cotto do? Cotto got the guard a little bit higher and he got a little bit tighter, and he was blocking Floyd's overhand right, and Floyd found the money punch.
Yes, sir.
Come right up the middle, you know what I mean, out of his peripheral vision and out of his vision, and touched that chin a couple times. So I'm definitely looking for Canelo, who's a very good, guy who throws very good uppercuts. I'm looking for him to be digging with that shot.
Excellent fucking assessment. I mean,
thank you.
Ain't really nothing for me to say. The nigga that took all the air goddamn time. You know what I'm saying?
No, he did. It was perfect because he hit the point like I was about to say. Floyd did hurt Cotto.
Yeah, he did.
In that fight. He had him on stanky legs a couple of times.
Yeah, he did.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Cotto can take Canelo power, man.
Let me ask you this, Hazel. I didn't get the chance to ask you. What do you think Cotto can do to win the fight? What does he have to do?
Well, I know this one thing about Canelo. He always got a problem going to the rope. You ever notice that? Go back to the rope.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he always pause for at least 20 seconds in a fight and take punches for no reason at all. This is something they need to clean up. Right.
Yeah.
This is something they need to clean up with.
Definitely.
Honestly, I think Canelo need new trainers, man. I think Nacho Bernstein do wonders with him. He need an OG trainer.
Oh, yeah.
If he get with a good trainer, but stay away from Robert Garcia, because it's a good trainer, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
That's a good point about Nacho, man.
Nacho was perfect.
Hell yeah. Not
Right.
I don't even
Right.
what is there beef? Y'all know anything about beef? YouTube, let us know if y'all know anything about it. Is there beef there? Cause I don't see why the fuck he would not.
No, me neither.
And it's perfect. It's perfect. They right there. It's perfect.
I mean,
You know, this could be a case of trying to stay with the guys that took you to the top.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But to Hazel's point, man, Nacho would be absolutely perfect. And I think when Canelo gets to the real big time where he's a solidified, bona fide star, he's gonna have to make that change because it's gonna be some cats. It's gonna be some cats coming for his head.
Right.
And to my earlier point, I'm sorry guys. To my earlier point, Canelo also hurt Austin Trout with the uppercut off the ropes. So when you say Hazel that he does have a tendency to lean on those ropes and just to kind of take the round off and try to let the other fighter work, that's something that I do believe in the back of his head he's very cognizant of the counter punch that he's gonna try to throw if that fighter overextends himself, or if they get caught up in what they're doing, like Trout did. Trout got caught up in just really trying to catch Canelo and just really trying to work, and boom, he was able to come with it.
Yep.
That almost got him up out of there in that Kirkland fight.
Oh, it did.
Kirkland was catching.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now, y'all jumping into my motherfucking point about this shit. You see, Mr. Canelo, excellent potential, right? He's only 25 years old. A lot of people want to say he's reached his max, right? Because he has so many fights under his belt. But what y'all got to understand is a lot of those fights, he has not taken punishment. The potential is still there. That's why a lot of people are ready to say that he's the next guy to take over boxing, right? Now, skill-wise, I believe Cotto is much more skilled. You know what I'm saying? He has more of an arsenal, in my opinion. Cotto can box. Cotto can fight on the inside. Cotto can elect to move if he needs to. It's not like Erislandy Lara or Floyd Mayweather, but he can move.
Right.
He's got power. He has decent speed. It's not blazing speed, but it's good enough to catch your ass with. Ask Zab Judah, ask Paulie Malignaggi. You know what I'm saying? Ask the motherfuckers he just fought, even though they're C-level fighters, but still ask them. You know what I'm saying? So he has very susceptible power. I want to go back to that. A lot of people don't know. Miguel Cotto has like 33 wins or 35 wins. I'm going right off the top, YouTube. But 33 wins or 35 wins and fucking 30 KOs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people forget that Miguel Cotto sleeps motherfuckers majority of his fights. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I like to talk about Canelo's defense. He has he has a little bit of head movement, but he has no lateral movement, right? What do we see Canelo doing a lot of? Backing up. And you just talked about it, Seth. His point of backing up, he likes to throw that uppercut, which is his money punch. A guy like Miguel Cotto is tailor-made for that punch because he doesn't have any head movement on the inside. Exactly. He moves into the inside. His motherfucking head is right there. That's exactly why all those fighters that Seth gave you examples of were able to land clean uppercuts with either hand, right or left hand, right? So that punch is tailor-made for him. But at the same time, let's say Canelo gets complacent, right? Which he does.
Yeah, he has.
He starts feeling himself in fights, right?
Yep.
So he stops doing things that he needs to do. Another thing, Canelo has a huge fucking stamina problem. All right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I've been going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I've been going back and forth on this fight. This is a very fucking close fight to me. In the beginning, my first assessment when we first talked about this fight, and I had Miguel Cotto winning the fight, right?
Yep.
I said, yo, all Miguel Cotto's got to do, as soon as the fucking bell rings, run after Canelo and go to that body. You see what I'm saying? Because Canelo's got the huge stamina problem. He fights for 3 rounds. Then he fucking takes a round and a half off. Then he does it for 3 more rounds. Then he rinse and repeats it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
If Cotto goes to the body during the times of the fight where he's actually got the most stamina, he's gonna sap his stamina early and make him become tired before his little terminal period where he takes his rounds off. So instead of him taking rounds off 4, 8, and 12, right? He's gonna be taking 2, 3. not 5'6", because he's going to the body. Now, the biggest reason for why Canelo has a stamina problem is because he tried to squeeze his big ass in a junior middleweight frame.
Yeah.
This motherfucker just weighed 3 days ago 160.7 pounds. This is a week before the fucking fight. So you're telling me my man's got to get down to 155 by Saturday. That means he's going to kill himself. And what comes with killing yourself, the consequence of that is you can't take punches very well. I will say Canelo's got a granite ass chin. I've only seen him hurt one time, and that was against, ironically, Miguel Cotto's older brother, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's got an iron chin. You know what I'm saying? But weight draining yourself, you can't take punches that well, and your stamina is sapped because you've lost so much body weight, you've lost so much water weight. Then you tried to rehydrate, the next night of the fight.
Yeah.
That fucks with your body, it fucks with your endurance level, right? So if Cotto went out there and just went to the fucking body, just beat that body up early, I thought he could get him out of there. You see what I'm saying? My second assessment, when I said fuck that, I'm going with Canelo. Go ahead, Hazel.
They'll kill Canelo in Vegas if he quit, if he get dropped, man. The Mexicans, this fan base will be over with.
They were killing him for originally declining to fight Erislandy Lara.
Yeah,
they were killing his ass.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Definitely, yeah. If he got dropped or knocked out, yeah, they'd kill him. You know what I'm saying? Because Canelo's still questionable. He has the fan base, but even they are still questioning his abilities. You see what I'm saying?
Because it was given to him. Oscar co-signed it.
Right.
Yeah.
We haven't And really Floyd gave him the fan base.
Right.
By being the bad guy in the fight.
Right.
Yeah.
So my second assessment when I said, oh shit, I'm going Canelo, is because I don't even have to say it. My man Seth already put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can outbox Cotto at any point of the fight. Now my only problem with that is Canelo's got stone ass feet.
Yeah.
Yo, my man can get caught planted. That's how Floyd was busting that ass in the middle of the ring when they fought.
Right.
He was planted. Okay? So that's the only problem I have there. But he still has the ability to outbox Cotto. I don't think Cotto is the Miguel Cotto that fought all those other guys that we talked about earlier. Judah, Malignaggi, Malignaggi, and other fighters.
Yeah.
But he's not that Cotto. Yeah, he's not that Cotto. Yuri Foreman, when he went up to 154 and beat the shit out of Yuri Foreman. He's not that Cotto. You know what I'm saying? I still feel he has declined after the Austin Trout loss.
Yeah.
And my man Hazel made a great point earlier. It's hard to assess where he's at because he fought crippled ass Sergio, C-level Delvin Rodriguez, and lower B-level Daniel Gill. And drained him like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to assess where Miguel Cotto's at. But I really feel that the Austin Trout fight took a lot out of him. I really feel that Canelo's going to take a page out of that book. And he's going to try to do what Austin Trout did to him.
Yeah.
But then, I went back to Cotto. This was a couple weeks ago. I was like, yo, I just can't see it, man. I'm telling Seth, I'm like, I can't see. All Cotto's got to do is go in there and bang this body up, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, on top of that, Cotto's legacy is on the hinges. Now, he's already a Hall of Fame fighter. First Puerto Rican to win titles in 4 different weight classes. He's a Hall of Famer. But this is the problem. He's been, his last 4 fights? Right? It's going to be his 4th fight right here.
Yeah,
He's got 1 L. Actually, this is his 5th fight. He's got 2 L's. Of course, he's Floyd Mayweather and then Austin Trout. But Austin Trout isn't anywhere right now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if he loses to Canelo, that's another loss. See, the biggest thing with these legends, majority of them were able to beat the younger fighters. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This will be the second younger fighter that he loses to. So go ahead.
And Cotto got 3 gifts, man. Because after each of those losses, he received title fights.
Yeah.
Now, ain't no fighter in the history of boxing came off a loss and got another title fight. So we can really look at his legacy and be like, come on, is this really legit? Who comes off a loss and get a title fight 3 times?
I mean,
And he just killed Adrian Broner for this, right?
Yeah, we did. We did just good point. Good point. We
Very
did
good
kill
point.
Adrian Broner for that. Absolutely. But like I said, I mean, this is another young guy that he will be taking an L against if he loses to Canelo. So, I mean, granted, like I said, he's Hall of Fame, but we're gonna question his ability because he couldn't beat the younger guys like Floyd Mayweather was able to do, like Bernard Hopkins was able to do. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, go ahead.
Let me solve one of those problems. Real quick, E. You said that Canelo has stone feet, and I absolutely agree with you. Canelo has horrible lateral movement.
Yes.
Only way to solve that problem is to, in this particular fight, is to implement his size. You got to come forward. You know, you can't sit up there and languish on the ropes, and you know, don't try to be something that you're not. And that's a lateral movement type of fighter. You know, he's got to put that pressure on Cotto. Yeah. You know, and he's got to make Cotto fight off of his back foot.
And that's why I went back to Cotto, because I was like,
absolutely.
His feet are it's statuesque. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The motherfucker's feet are straight up silver, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? His feet are silver. Take his shoes off, he got silver feet, B. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, yo. Like he's stone footed. That's why I was like, nah, he can't outbox him. You know what I'm saying? But now, officially, I have gone back to Canelo. I believe Canelo wins this fight.
It's been a rough road.
Yeah. I believe Canelo wins this fight, but it goes beyond what we just talked about now. See, now, we're going into the politics. We're going into the business, all right? Mm-hmm. We all know what just happened with Miguel Cotto. He got stripped, okay?
Yes, sir.
He was stripped because he didn't pay the sanctioning fee, right? Okay, that's fine. But what did Mauricio Suleiman say in regards to Canelo? He said, oh, well, Canelo paid his dues, right? Dues that I will once again say that were not public, but Cotto's was public, right? So we don't know if he had to pay $300K. For all I know, he could have paid $1. We don't know, right? But he paid his dues, and if he wins this fight, he becomes the WBC middleweight champion and the Lanil champion at the middleweight division, meaning he is the #1 fighter at middleweight. This shit is tailor-made for Canelo to be the motherfucking dude. I don't see a decision going to Cotto unless he beats the motherfucking brakes off of Canelo, worse than what Floyd Mayweather did. And we all know at this stage in Cotto's career, that's not fucking possible. Okay?
Yeah. Right.
If that's the only way Cotto wins a decision.
And they still gave Floyd a majority decision.
And they still said majority. Even after that ass whooping he took, they still said majority. What the fuck y'all think they're going to do to Cotto if this goes 12 rounds? So the only way Cotto has, the only chance anyway he has to win this fight, he's got to knock Canelo out. And I don't see that shit happening, B. I don't see it happening.
No way there's no way Cotto leaves Vegas with that W, man. There's no way.
Nah, they're not gonna let him. It's too much money at stake.
Yeah.
And you know they're not gonna let him do that.
Yeah, there's too much riding on Canelo's future. There's too much riding on the future of the WBC because, like I said in the other video, Mauricio Suleiman is all in for Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya. All right. Yeah. Remember, Mauricio Suleiman is a Mexican. All right. Right. And he is supporting his Mexican people in the game.
And I think the WBC isn't their headquarters in Mexico, or aren't they out of Mexico or something like that?
They're in Mexico. Yeah, they're in Mexico.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know about that. I just know, they were owned.
Their headquarters in Mexico.
Yeah, they're owned by Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? So, they
y'all already know what the WBC stand for. We back Canelo.
We back Canelo. But that's what he's talking about, people. He's saying that they're all in for Canelo. This is primed. This is set up to be Canelo's big fucking moment, people. There's no way on God's green earth Canelo loses this fight by decision. No way.
Now Cotto got him back money-wise, since I wouldn't pay $1.1 million for no sanctioning fee step aside money to pay Triple G. He got him back in the end because he used them. He used that WBC belt for promotion all the way up to this week.
Yeah.
They said, I ain't paying y'all fee.
It was
a smart move. It was one of the best moves I just seen in a while.
Yeah. Now, Cotto, with that being said, Cotto will probably have some legal troubles because from what I'm hearing, he signed some type of a contract to pay Golovkin that $800,000 step aside money.
Step aside, right.
So he may have legal issues with Golovkin, and as well as being stripped, by the WBC. So it could turn into a pretty bad, legal battle for Cotto. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Yep.
But I never heard nobody paying this kind of money.
And that's
fees this is outrageous, man.
And that's what I was saying in the video when we got to the other video where we got to the part about the conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit is way too fucking fishy to not question it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Now the majority of fans, just like when the whole situation with America and the shit happens in our fucking country, they act the same way in boxing. When shit happens in boxing, they don't question it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't say shit. They just let shit happen in front of them without fucking questioning it. Or if something fishy happened with their favorite fighter, oh no, nothing can go wrong with that guy. That's my favorite fighter. Fuck that. You see what I'm saying? That's the fucking problem we got in boxing. Nobody's questioning shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody wants to get there from. Go ahead, Hazel.
No, you good. I was gonna say, go ahead.
Everybody wants to get their information from the person that's either talking on the television or, the person that has some affiliation to, what they're talking about. Yeah. And I mean, it's like the fox investigating the chicken coop. You know what I mean? Or the hen house. You can't rely on these. You can't rely on a lot of these sources. You got to do the investigation and the research for yourself. That's one of the lost arts right now is investigative journalism. Nobody wants to really risk their career or expose their favorite fighter in boxing by actually, just doing some investigation and some research. I mean, the writing is clear as day on the wall. Cotto does not want to fight Gennady Golovkin.
No.
I mean, that's what this all boils down to. It goes back to a video that we did earlier when we were talking about these guys are gonna try to save face. Yep.
Right.
Canelo's not gonna fight him either, so I don't know why anybody would be happy for Canelo winning that WBC strap. Go ahead, Hazel. Go ahead.
The writing was always on the wall. Even last year, Cotto did a video saying Triple G don't dictate my career. He was
he said that earlier this.
He don't dictate my legacy.
He said that this year.
Yeah.
Shit.
If you heard it,
yeah, if you heard it last year, then the motherfucker said it more than once. Cause I heard it this year.
Right.
Yeah, I could tell he didn't want to fight Golovkin at the end of the Daniel Gill fight. And if you go back and watch that fight, I think everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
If you go back and you watch that fight, Cotto sounded like Bernie Mac when he was on the Kings of Comedy. There's this part where Bernie Mac is talking about this retarded kid getting on a bus every day, and he would look at the bus driver and go, and when they asked Cotto if he wanted to fight Golovkin, he did the same thing. Yep. He said,
It sounded like my nigga had to take his shit straight up.
He had a no English moment,
Yeah, exactly. It just really reminded me of that part on the original Kings of Comedy, man, where Bernie Mac was doing the stand-up skit, and I said, wow, this is laughable. It was just as funny as when Bernie Mac did it as when Cotto did it.
Yeah.
So the writing is on the wall, but anyway, I'm looking forward to this fight. It is what it is. I don't care what happens afterwards. Do I want to see the winner fight Golovkin? Of course. Will we see it is a whole nother topic.
Nope.
For discussion. Exactly. So It is what it is, man.
Well, I got this fight 55-45 for Canelo. I think it's gonna be a close fight, and that's just it. It's gonna be a close ass fight. The judges will make sure that Canelo wins it, just like Canelo versus Lara, Canelo versus Trout. Those are. I don't think the Canelo Lara fight was close, but some people think it was close. The judges had this shit a wide ass margin for Canelo. Same thing with Trout. The Trout fight was close. Stanley Christodoulou had that fight, I think 119 to 108 for fucking Canelo.
What?
Yeah, same time. And the other judge in the Lara fight, it was Levy Martinez that had it 117, 111 for Canelo. So if either one of those two judges are judging in this fight, I'm not sure if they are, but if they are, you can guarantee they're already going for Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, Mauricio Sulaiman got this shit all sewn up. It's going to Canelo in a close decision, unless Cotto knocks him out. And that's just it. Go ahead, Hazel, before we wrap it up.
How y'all feel about the fight? Does this feel like a mega fight to y'all?
No, because they're not promoting
I'm not feeling it.
They're not promoting
Exactly.
it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Have either one of y'all seen any commercials? I haven't. YouTube, any promotional feeds, any fucking thing, flyers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen shit.
I'll say this. I seen one commercial for the fight, and probably the most craziest of places, and that was actually on CNN today. They did a commercial for the fight, and I've seen it probably once or twice this week, but that's the only time I've seen it promoted. The promoting for this fight has been absolutely horrible. Maybe because they're paying Cotto so much, something that I'll definitely give EJ props for hipping me onto.
Word.
I mean, the promotion has just been really bad. You know, it doesn't feel like a mega fight. I think the only reason why it feels so big is because it's Puerto Rico versus Mexico. Yeah. You know?
Exactly.
It is what it is. Anything else to say, gentlemen?
Oh, man, let's go. Let's go.
Good.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this fight. All right, YouTube, do what you do in the comment section. Be real. We're going to wrap this shit up. Let us know what you think. You think Cotto got the fight? You think Canelo's got the fight? Let us know. This is Real Talk for Real Fans. 1.